What's up, everyone? Today we're going to talk about automating Gmail responses and drafting replies to email. So let's say you have an email, and we all have email, and we might get a lot of inquiries about services. Maybe you have some standard support emails coming in, and generally these can be responded with kind of general messaging, right? This takes a long time to go in, review this, open up a draft, copy paste. So what we want to do is automate a draft response based on the content of this email. And we're going to use ChatGPT to do that. So we're going to take the info of this email, we're going to send it to ChatGPT. It's going to generate a response, and we're going to draft an email response. So you can come in every morning, open up an email like this, and then view and review the draft response, right? Because I don't think we want to necessarily automatically send replies if we're not entirely confident what the responses will be. So let's get started. I kind of got started here. We're going to get a new email set up. We're going to go into Gmail, and we're going to trigger based on a new email. And we're going to configure this just based on the inbox. You can also do additional search criteria based on an email address, based on subject types. You can filter this based on labels. If you already have a lot of workflows and rules in Gmail, build off of those. I'm just going to do a general inbox because I'm using a test account, and we're going to test this, and we're going to basically pull off of this latest one. So you can see here's the email, so asking about a lot of our services. Next, we're going to take this email and we're going to send it over to ChatGPT, and we're going to use a prompt. So you're going to create a new ChatGPT step. And then for this action event, we're going to choose the conversation option here. And this sends a chat to OpenAI, and it generates a completion. And it optionally can store the messages, but it really just kind of, we can send a prompt over to them based on the information we have. So we're going to configure this. And then what you're going to do and configure is you're going to set up with a user message. So this is what we're going to send over to ChatGPT. I'm going to try to open this up a bit. There we go. And then based on this, I entered this prompt. So based on the following information from you could say a client or a prospective um, customer, please generate an email response based on our customer support and pricing packages. And you can actually put those packages right in here. So if you find anything related to support and you're filtering those, just put those in here, right? So we could do, pricing here. And then next, you're going to put the email, and then you're going to put the response itself. So I'm press plus, and then in here in the new email, you're going to grab the body plane here from that customer or that email step. And there you go. We're going to use, you can choose your model. The memory key you want to keep consistent. So we have consistent memory keys here. And then I think we're good here for now. You go on down. We won't get in all these other options here. So what we're going to do is we're going to retest the step because I already did it. And it's going to send this information over to ChatGPT. Here's the message. They're asking about service offerings, pricing, support, implementations. So based on this, we're going to have a reply just like this, right? So it's pretty cool. We have some standard service offerings, but again, we could put that back into the service pricing, and there's some ways we could test this against some of our own information. So we're going to press continue. And then in the next step, we're going to create a draft email reply. And so we're going to add Gmail back in. And then in this step, we're going to choose create draft reply. So this will not send a draft email to an existing email. What you don't want is create draft, and that'll kind of spin up a new email. And the key difference is this thread ID. So we're going to go next. It's going to ask you what thread you want to refer to. You want to choose the one we referenced in step one. It's pulling in some additional ones, right? Um, and so that's that first option. It's going to maybe give you an error here or a little warning about filtering here. And this is what we did on that first step. Just make sure we have an inbox filtered so you're not getting all of your junk email responded to and everything. So next we want to put our from email address. That's where we want to send it from. That'll pull in. We have some select values for our email. And this is the two. We actually want to pull in, sorry, this is the to address. We want to refer to our email from email and then put that in there. It is the same email. I sent it to myself, so that's why it's confusing. You put your name in there, you can put the body type, and then now you want to put the reply from ChatGPT conversation step in here. So we want the user request message. Sorry, this is the reply. This is what we want. This is what I sent in. This is what we got back. You want to choose the reply. Let me just delete this one. I have two here now. And then we can add a signature. You can label it if you like, and then we're going to press continue. And then let's retest this step. And then you could see it did reference that thread ID and we have a draft. So I'm going to go back over here and I'm just going to go back and refresh this. And here you go. Here's our draft now. So in the morning, when you come in, you've gotten 10 emails overnight. What you have here is the original email. And then now you have the email response, which you can view and tweak and update based on the questions they're asking. Really gets you started here. And you can get pretty complex with this. We can add a lot of different workflow steps and rules here, but this is the general concept. And of course, you probably want to customize this based on the first name and all that, but this is really what we're doing here for the body of the email. So that's it. That's how you start automating some draft responses. You can get as fancy as you want using ChatGPT, using some additional workflow rules. If you have any questions, reach out to me, send me a message. I love going through these stuff. See y'all.